Thanks, LOI.
So it's Tone Groove.
J Nobles.
You know, we're here with another interview to get the inner you.
Uh-huh.
I like that. You know,
I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Who we sitting here today with?
I go by Luxury. Some people still call me Jordan. So whatever you want to call me, you know.
Luxury.
Luxury Jordan, Jordan Luxury. Nigga. Either or.
Whatever, you know.
He's like if Lexus was a fashion line.
Yeah.
That high-end brand, nigga. You gotta go to the dealership to get your oil
I
change.
was about to say you gotta go to the dealership to get the oil change.
Hell
That's when you
yeah.
know it's real.
Now, are you just a fashion designer?
No.
I was what's
Yeah,
your
don't let us-
titles?
don't let us
I was about
box
to
you
say
in.
I was about to say, what's your titles?
I don't have a title though. Like I've managed artists in music.
Yeah.
I've like helped put together events. I've done music. I'm already like working on a lot of stuff like jewelry and stuff. So I don't know what you would even call me, bro. I'm human. I just move. You know.
How do you feel about the term creative director?
Yeah.
That would be more
vague
so. I
ass.
think that's probably a better description of what
I don't like
do.
when niggas say that though.
Because you are a creative director, bro. You are in direction of the creativity. Like, and it's no diss because I'm the same way. Like, I don't make clothes by hand. Like, I'm not sewing anything. So, technically, I'm just creatively directing what's going on. You know, I'm designing it. I'm sketching and.
Some Spike Lee of this shit.
Yeah,
Scorsese.
basically.
yeah.
I'm more like you a GM. You know?
All right.
Like you're not editing the film.
And put it,
It's like
yeah.
technically
But you
the
directing it.
players are the manufacturers. I can't help if he throw 5 picks.
Exactly.
It's just my job to, you know, try to get the best roster.
Yeah, I think what happened is that a lot of niggas like ruined that term for me because they,
Oh,
was
yeah, 'cause
just they
everybody-
just said it and it was vague.
Because
but
it's a
like,
vague
nigga,
term. It's like CEO. Like what?
It's really social media though, because everybody
Entrepreneur.
want to have, you know, something in their bio. Yeah, I know how that.
You need something to validate yourself for the bitches. That's what it's all
Yeah,
about. at the end of the
exactly.
day.
Yeah. Everybody want that stamp.
So what started first? The music? The clothes?
Clothes, yeah.
In Maryland?
Nah. So I started clothes when I was like out of high school.
Of course.
Like I was always into clothes since middle school.
Nigga, shout out the Wakefield Wolverines.
Yeah, shout out Wakefield. I didn't know they went to Wakefield. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Come on now, like shout out Wakefield. It's a lot of legendary niggas.
Creighton.
A lot of talent came out that motherfucker.
It's a lot of good brothers.
It was a breeding
Nah,
ground.
honestly, like I could say I went to school with some legends for real. Like rest in peace, Cloud. My homie Go Mr. Perfect. That man Jair. Bro, I could go on and on. Like Wakefield was funny, bro.
What was Wakefield like at that time? Was it still predominantly white? It had to have been. I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
Look across the street.
Still the same plantation. Nigga.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy that it's even.
But was there like racist things going on? Like, did you hear about the Bazelle shit where they hung the bear?
Nah, what?
Like they hung a bear.
That metaphorically hung our principal with a noose.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Senior
seen it. I
prank.
seen it
Yeah, yeah.
online. I mean, I don't remember nothing like that happening. High school was so quick, bro. You know,
Y'all probably had the fun whites.
Exactly.
you know.
You was fucking
still
white bitches
seen
back
the
then?
I was about to say, yeah, he
You was fucking white bitches back
Lux
then?
was fucking with.
No.
Do you say,
One
what do
white
you mean
girl
by
in my
hell
life.
no?
There's only one white girl in my life I've probably like given great attention to and care. Like,
And because of what?
Is that
'Cause
she's your mom,
phenomenal?
your auntie that
nah,
advised you
she
against?
just was like just the
one.
way we had hit it all. You know how you just got certain people who. Like even years later, I just talk and just kick it or whatever. Like,
Okay,
fuck,
okay.
like, yeah. She,
Hey man, shout out to her,
Brooklyn,
man.
they shout out to her, nigga.
Yeah. you,
The first Nubian queen to have his heart in a little bit.
I was about to
you
say.
know, for real. Like I don't. Yeah, white women just not my thing.
Word, I feel you.
You go.
I used to be the same way because I was kind of scared of them.
So now you into them?
Because I just, heard the horror stories, Emmett Till and shit.
Nigga.
I came from a family where they was like, hey, nigga, like, white bitches, be careful.
Don't be whistling now.
It's only until, like, recent history that I'm like, all right, I can get me a nice fucking Kylie Jenner. Like the natural version.
But is Kylie? Is she? What is she? Like I know she's white, but she's not.
Oh, she's like
Arabian.
Armenian,
That don't
something.
count.
Yeah, that don't count.
Cause I love like Middle Eastern women. It's beautiful. Like
Word.
Asian women are beautiful.
You
Just like
take
Chipotle,
inspiration
baby.
like on the fashion side, like Arabian fashion. You like their
Not
cloths?
really, bro. Like a lot of stuff I get my inspiration from is like how
You
I
just
grew
like
up.
it.
Like
Yeah.
growing up in DMV, I looked up to like Pharrell and Wale, like Nike boots and New Balances, foam, stuff like that. So like most of my influence was just looking around. Like even living in Maryland, like I know he hate DC. That's crazy.
But I hate it, but I don't. I've only been once.
Okay, so next time, honestly, we got a mob next time.
I was about my
But
nigga.
you know what's crazy about it? I debated him on this because he said that the women were good, the weed was phenomenal,
First of all,
and the weather was wonderful.
The women
That's all you need.
The women were dynamic. Shout out to DC.
Yeah, man.
The women were dynamic.
Is that you co-sign that shit? The bitch is dynamic down there.
Of course, yeah.
What
do you?
I can't imagine them saying no.
Like,
That's probably why you get your flyness from. You got to be fly to get
Maryland,
the bitches.
we literally like. I feel like that's one of the flyest, most underrated places in the world. Like Wale, Shot Glizzy. I could go on, but like it's Maryland. VA is crazy. DMV is a whole. Like, I think that's the flyest place in the world, bro.
Why not? Now you know it's a Harlem nigga.
I don't care
that
about
might
them.
hear this shit.
Cause New York, I be low key tired of New York niggas because they be, New York, they swear they started everything. Like,
So do y'all.
Guava juice? Keep it a band, yo. Where you get guava juice from, B? Backwoods. Where you get backwoods from?
like that shit was from Greensboro. What are you talking about? Like,
But DMV don't do the same.
nah, we only when y'all start taking away from like go and like other coaches where we like time out. We ain't even
Okay.
talking about
But
this.
But
Like,
y'all ain't start New
like,
Balances, nigga.
Yes, we did.
I've heard that before.
I've
heard
but
that
that's one of
Bro,
those.
when I was in elementary school, when everywhere else was wearing Air Force Ones, bro, in Maryland, you had to have 574s or 990s or 993s.
Had
Them
to.
9DV3s is
There was no
Incredible.
like
I'm about to give you some black
That
ones.
was your Air Force Ones in Maryland. Like you had to have some gray or black 574s. You probably was like wearing daily.
New Balance is the best shoe in my opinion.
New Balance, bro.
That is my favorite shoe.
They just retweeted the other day. New Balance. Then they retweet. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn they did something like Maryland was the big influence. They retweeted that, bro. Like,
Like New York with Tim's.
They've retweeted it. They say they're getting a younger generation.
because they got to pay homage to.
They got to
what?
pay homage. Yeah. Did you
No,
take
sorry.
inspiration like from New Balances, like with your boots? First of all, your boots are incredible.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put up a picture.
Yes.
Flash the
Yeah.
picture.
Bow.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Thank
how did that even happen? Like how do you go create a boot?
Yeah. Man,
Like, you created a boot, nigga.
Like take us from the beginning. Like when you was in like Sam's Club or something and you saw a bitch with some goofy shit on, you was like, I wonder if it was like this.
I wonder if I can make that into something.
Yeah, that's in the wrong spot. Yeah.
Really, it was like, in all seriousness, it was really the pandemic because like 2019 was hell, bro. Like it wasn't. I ain't gonna say it was hell because like sometimes we all complain, but like people go through worse. So anytime I go through something, I'll be like, man, somebody probably homeless or like something worse. So
Keep your head up and shit. You got that perspective.
got to. So, but like end of 2019 was rough. Like I really was like starting from scratch, kind of all over again. I had to move back in with mama, hustle for a few months. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad it all happened though because that made me make the boots. Like I was motivated more than ever to like elevate my brand to something that like I no cocky shit. I've been going crazy. So I feel like after the pandemic or like, yeah, because I did after the pandemic. That's when during the pandemic, I'm like, I'm inside, bro. I'm about to sketch every day. Like I probably did like over 100, 200 collections. Like,
So the pandemic was like a little Harlem Renaissance for you.
yeah.
Just a bunch of creation. And,
Niggas on his Langston
It was
Hughes.
like-
yeah.
I don't know, bro. I feel like pandemic, yeah, it was a big change. I feel like I went from like Cassius to Ali for real. Like, I really turned up. Like,
When you get inspired to do shit, it's energy at the end of the day, right? Like it's 2019, it's the middle of the pandemic. You ain't seen no bitches in I don't know how long. You gotta wear a mask everywhere you go.
Nigga.
Like we in the
I
middle.
still wear a mask everywhere. I don't feel like talking to nobody.
That's crazy. We in the middle of chaos. Like that's when creation is at its best, nigga. 'Cause shit just spinning in your head.
Most of the hit songs that we talk about in the world remain in somebody's room.
In the closet,
It's like,
right next to the nut rags.
like oh,
Yeah. Real graphic.
Real nigga. This is high school we talking about.
you and it's nut rags around you, bro. You gotta get a new studio.
Shit is messy.
Or at least do
Man.
your bit dirt and
What
private.
happened when your man's go through like I'm about to do a feature? He look like, what you got going on? Like, you got a nut rag next to the mic?
Dry ass rag folded up in the corner.
What was your first like piece of clothing that you made? Was it like a shirt?
It was a t-shirt, yeah.
It was a t-shirt. Like
So like damn, we went so everywhere. So when I was in Maryland and like in middle school, I was in the clothes because my oldest brother, he's the one who put me on. Like he was the one you know, like if we watching music videos, I'm watching what he's watching, you know. So he's watching Pharrell or like whatever. So I was always into clothes, and I remember in middle school, I remember Karma Loop.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, it used to be a big deal. And I remember my birthday, my mom really ain't play that. My mom and dad ain't play that. Like, they got us stuff, you know, we was taken care of, but it was like, don't ask for no Jordans. Like, you got 3 siblings. Like, we ain't doing that.
For sure.
I got bold. I was like, yeah, I want some Karma Loop for my birthday. And she was cool with it, though. Like, my parents was cool with it, and they let me get, like, 2 shirts on the site. But that, like, I felt like, you know.
You had the whole
God,
collection,
like,
nigga.
Yeah. So,
you the flyest nigga in the world right now.
for 2 days,
Yeah.
I was the flyest kid in school, and then it was right back to normal. But, like, after that, like, high school, my brother was working at this time. Like, so he coming home, he having clothes and all this. So I'm just like, bro, like, what's this? And, you know, at the time, I'm into, like, Obey and, like, you know, more, like, basic brands, Diamond Supply.
Billionaires.
And he's the one like, nah, bro, you need to get some Givenchy and Raf Simons. So I'm kind of doing like,
Wait.
I felt it though. Bro.
Like,
It's like I had to elevate. Like,
nigga was looking at you disgusted. Like, what the
Hell
fuck is
yeah.
this?
no, not
This
disgusting.
nigga look like he
But
walked out the
He
mall.
really put
'Cause he
me
was on that
though.
level
He
once upon a
put me
time.
Because he was telling
Yeah.
me, he would tell me like, yo, you better buy that shirt, but you could get this, and ain't nobody got it, and you know, like, put me on game. So, you know, when I graduated, I wasn't working, or I wasn't going to school. I was only working. I had like 2-3 jobs, so every week, bro,
Hustling. Yeah.
just
yeah.
buying clothes, and like it just, I don't know, it became almost like obsession to where I wanted to design and have my own make. So that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna start off with the logo on some t-shirts, and that was the first thing I didn't even want to do those. Like I had the Like Mike hoodie first, but
Okay.
I was like my friends tell me, like, bro, you gotta put your logo out first before you just put out a collection. So I was like, all right, that was the first thing I did. But yeah,
What made you transition from, you know, putting graphics on tees, you know, doing cool shit like that, to like making boots and that nasty ass puffer jacket with the motherfucker
That
shit over
puffer
the
jacket.
thing?
And
That
shout out
jacket,
to what's the
crazy.
girl's name?
Deja.
Deja. Shout out to
Yeah.
Deja. The Wakefield too. Like, nigga.
Yeah, Deja's a legend. I'm calling it right now that Deja is the best MC in NC, and she gonna have tape of the year.
Shout out to Deja.
Like the
Amir.
best rapper out of all the rappers.
Yeah,
That's pretty high claim right there.
Shitting on all
that's
you
tape
bitches.
next year.
You heard that?
Stamping it right now.
Oh shit.
She gonna be wearing
The
some. She gonna be wearing some
bars
sporting on that
crazy.
motherfucking cover.
The bars are crazy.
The bars are crazy. I'm sure. Maybe she's down with the. I used to manage her.
I was about to say you got to
Like,
give her some merch.
That was the. I remember when she had like one song on SoundCloud. Like, yeah,
She was in a group, too, at one
super
point in time,
talented.
right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I was too. Yeah, 200K. So, Deja's one of the most talented people, and she can sing. She don't even sing. She can sing. So, I
She
already
got
know.
that shit in the back.
Yeah.
She ain't even pull it out yet.
That's gonna be. I already called that. But
So
transitioning though from shirts and stuff to boots was it was hard, bro, because I never really wanted to do t-shirts in like 2018 to like 2019. I really took a break kind of because
was there like a little stigma on it?
no, not stigma. I just wasn't I'm not gonna say I wasn't happy with what I was doing, but I started finding myself more so like y'all want some hoodies? I'm gonna do some hoodies. And I'm not that kind of person. Like I listen to what people want, but most time for me it's like, no, this is what I want to do. And y'all gonna rock with it, like respectfully.
So you felt like shirts, you was kind of just doing it for the public
Yeah.
and a little bit
For
That's
the
what you
homies.
thought would
for the
work.
homies.
I'm all about home team and really just I do it for like people who like been rocking with me and things like that. But I already was like, man, I want to do boots and jackets.
You're more than that.
and yeah, so and clothes. Like I hate even when, you know, like y'all probably the first people who ask me straight up if I do more than fashion. It's like some people will ask me like, do you do music? You look like you do music. But
It's 2023. If you're only doing one thing, you're not getting paid. Like,
unless you like crazy
and unless you feel me, your connections is right, you got to be doing multiple things.
But shit, even Kanye didn't become a billionaire off music alone.
Nigga.
Nah,
he had
what-
to dip
ain't-
into
what
some
you
other
gotta have, like,
industries.
7 streams to income to be a millionaire.
You know, that's
the
it.
average. Right?
The
That's good
average.
money right there.
Yeah.
About 4 or 5 of them passive.
Yeah,
Doing 3 of them daily.
you know,
Rich dad, poor dad. We
I'm
read
a
it.
landlord and shit in
You know?
different states.
But yeah, I think, and I think that's what like really sparked it. Because even now, I don't really. People will tell me like you do this, and I'll be like, I'll take it to account, but it's probably hell no. Like,
Because it'd be like basic as fuck.
it's not just basic. It's more of just getting back in tune to like what I want to do. Like even clothes. I'm like next year I'm gonna have a lot of clothes drop, but I want to showcase. I do a lot more. Like I do way more than clothes. So it's just really timing. I don't rush anything. So like jewelry and like directing music videos, stuff like that. It just takes time. I'm like super hands on, so I don't want to rush anything. And I think people like do stuff to do it. Like you talking about creative director title. A lot of people doing stuff to do it, but like
It's no
I look
passion.
at all my work like somebody, the world is watching. Like when I do a collection, I'm like, man, if Kanye walked in or R.P. Virgil, or somebody saw this, what would they say? And a lot of people wait and be like, oh, my music, I'm gonna step it up once I get some backing or clothes. It's like, no, bro, you technically actually supposed to go harder now. To the point a label or someone see you and say, like, oh damn, you did all that by yourself. I'll help from here, and people don't be getting that. So
It's a tricky game. A lot of niggas are lazy. How'd you like? So Corona time, you went pro.
Coronavirus.
You went pro.
Yeah. Now I went like Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Put some respect on his name.
I
He's
already was
been
pro. I was already all
He's
stuff.
been
I had to go
professional.
like, yeah, like the boots was like the shoes, all that. I had to let a statement be known. Like,
Nigga drop 81.
yeah, because sometimes I'm like very low key. Like I like to kind of stay to myself. I pop out, but like most times, I ain't really trying to bother too many people. But
Who was like your first hater?
who was
Like-
my first hater?
Like the first nigga that said, "Man, this shit ass." You remember that nigga? You remember like where you was at, like just chilling on your phone. You was
Who
like,
was
"What the
my
fuck?"
first hater on my brand? I don't remember.
You don't
like
remember?
the first. I do remember like a couple months ago, some dude. He don't even follow me. It's weird. I guess he went out his way, but he was like, yo, he was like, who would want these shoes? And I was like, why are you in my mentions? You don't even follow me. Like, how'd you get here? Like, it was crazy. Like, it was the middle of the day. And he just intervened. I don't know. He was having a bad day. They got to get that boy some coochie.
Nigga said, if you buy these shoes, I'm looking at you differently.
Nigga need some ass.
I'm questioning your sanity.
He needs some style. I saw his brand. I was like, this bootleg ass last
he had a
king.
brand
Oh, he had a
too?
brand.
Yeah, he was slick hating. So
Yo, it be a lot of hate in the fashion industry and shit.
I think overall in the scene, you gotta be careful. Like you just gotta be careful because like I really don't have no problems with nobody, but sometimes it just don't be as advertised or everybody got their own agendas, and like that's a big reason, I ain't gonna lie, why I stay low key, because people be like, let's collab or let's do this or certain things, but sometimes when you've already kind of dealt with like a lot of the bull that kind of come with any city though, because a lot of people are like, Raleigh should be Atlanta. Like, no, Atlanta got the same problems. Colorado, same problems. Cali, everybody in the city felt like they the best and it should be the whoop whoop. Like, I ain't worried about that. So, but intimidation is real. Like, I ain't gonna hold back.
Word.
Like, I feel like
niggas treating the garment game like it's the mafia, nigga.
What?
nah, it's more like not that, but more like
Passive aggressiveness.
not passive aggressive. When you going ham and you see somebody going ham and you probably not at that point or like making boots, you might not be as quick to like show love or repost or
Okay.
It's more if you feel intimidated, like, and that's why I'm like, I'm gonna go harder.
Niggas trying to
More
protect their
awkward for you
shine.
niggas, like,
Niggas are insecure. Yeah.
That's why I always show love. Like, people will say they're the GOAT in the same sentence, but at the same time be insecure. Like, I'm the GOAT.
That's what
And
they
I
call
don't care
it.
who in the room. Like, Kanye could be here. I'm gonna tell him like, bro, your shit not rocking with mine. Like,
That's why a lot of people say that though. Not you in particular,
Yeah, I know
but
what
like
you mean, though.
niggas
Straight
be
up.
overcompensating. Like
Yeah.
they really don't feel that shit, so they gotta
Cap.
proclaim it.
yeah. So
But-
it'd be like,
But don't you think that's like the circle of life? Like without insecurity, you won't get to the point where you're not insecure. You get what I mean? Like insecurity
Kinda.
if you
I'm not gonna lie, though.
like if a year
Depends
from
on your
now,
parents.
yeah, like bro,
It dep-
facts.
I'm
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, my dad, I ain't gonna lie, since I was like 4 or 5, my dad was telling me from the jump, like, yo, you better not get caught up in these celebrities.
That's just good.
Bro,
They
parenting.
regular
yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he put his pants on just like you. You don't know, like, even like cancel culture. I knew from since I was a kid. Like, my dad would tell me, like, don't be listening to TMZ and don't be caught up in this person being a role model. You don't know, he could be beating his wife behind closed doors. So that's why I always had that. Like me, I always knew, like, okay, if I'm the fastest person, why should I be worried about this person? He the fastest. No, I'm gonna dust his ass, and then what he gonna say then? That's how I be coming.
That's good parenting right there, nigga. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Gotta be fair.
your temperament is kind of predicated on that shit.
The household is important.
He grew up
I grew up
already
confident.
fulfilled. Yeah.
And like
Don't
having
lack in
older
his
brothers.
self-esteem.
And like you said, you was getting shitted on every day.
Yeah, so like
You feel
playing
me?
football and like, you know, not getting picked up on teams and they telling you like, yo, you cry, you go home, like you walk by yourself. So it's really like
Adversity.
you really like man up, bro. Like handle that, you know, and be the GOAT. Like
That shit builds character.
Nigga, what position you played in football?
I played receiver, cornerback, and safety.
Word. What got you interested in football? Because football is one of those sports I can't get it.
Can't get behind. I don't
can't-
understand it.
Yo,
It's
what?
not football for some reason. It's not fun unless the score is tied. It's 1 minute on the clock. It's the fourth quarter. That's
And
the
he's throwing the ball.
and
as
it's a
far as
Hail Mary,
possible.
nigga. That's
Everything
the
is a Hail
only
Mary.
time I'm like, oh shit, nigga.
That's
Like,
the worst time of the game,
nigga, that's the. I was like, oh shit, he better
bro.
catch
You,
it.
like,
I like the commercials on the Super Bowl better
I mean,
sometimes.
for me, it's
nigga.
That day?
it's for me more so.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I always play football since I can remember.
Okay.
So since I was 4, it's like go to the park, play catch with my dad, and you get older, and it's like, all right, try to guard your brother, and obviously getting stomped on, you know. But like, it was always fun, and I think the competition also just like trying to embarrass my little brothers. Because when I would get them, like I'm little, so you know I'm 8, they like 14. So when I would juke them, it's like, man, you just got juked up by a little boy. Like go over there, you know. Like I'll be popping that shit.
Be honest, how good was you? Like if you would have took it
plus.
serious, like you could have gotten the league, you could have got a contract.
The league different. Like
It's a little bit easier to make
I'm
the
gonna
NFL than the
say
NBA.
track. I probably could have went to the Olympics. No cap.
Track.
Yeah, I ran track for 1 year.
So you was just a superstar athlete,
I wasn't no superstar athlete. I was just really athletic.
but you doing multiple different sports.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you successful in both.
yeah,
This nigga designing clothes.
like track. I only ran track for 1 year, and I went to states.
What'd you do?
100, 200, 400.
You still got some speed on you. Like when's the last
Yeah,
time you ran?
I would love to play
full
football
speed?
with anybody right now. I'd cook their ass.
Yeah, I can tell by the passion in your voice.
Yeah.
You
Right.
talking fast.
Yo.
1, 2, 4. Because
I
like
can
you know,
do
how
that.
some people be like, "Oh yeah, we could play football." I really like, bro. You really don't want these problems.
You gotta do that running route with football. You know football?
yeah, routes. I be cooking them.
Yeah, shout out PH.
Yeah, shout out football.
Like, I would love to just throw a football tournament to just cook everybody.
Word. Like, yeah, like how creative like is your brain? Like, would you design some football jerseys?
That's my like.
I was about to say,
That's
yeah.
probably my end goal in terms of design. Like I think if I ever
Yeah.
designed a uniform for a pro team,
Like your favorite team too. That'd be
I could
crazy.
like bow out and just really kind of, because I want to be like on some random island away from the world by the time I'm like 36.
You got to be careful with islands nowadays. Anytime you mention having an island, it's like,
Nigga, what's on that island? Nigga? Yeah.
Oh, you talking about with the crypto billionaires and all that?
oh, that and Epstein, all
Kids.
that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I ain't going to no island. I'm about to
Yeah.
retire in Cali. I ain't about to
You
go
don't know who
to
you
no
buying
island.
that shit from, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
But you say you're based out of Austin.
yeah, right now, yeah,
Would you potentially stay there like forever?
I could. Texas is lit, bro. Like Austin is fire. I
Does the-
love Texas.
Does the weather affect the fashion down there? Because it's hot as hell.
Yeah, it's hot as hell. But like, I'm somebody like I'm gonna throw it on anyway. Like, how I'm feeling, that's how I'm. You know,
Like you'll sacrifice your
Nah.
comfort for the outfit.
looking good has its sacrifices. Like, that's the quote. So like, yeah.
What Pimp C say? Camera don't got no temperature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Beauty is pain, nigga.
Yeah,
But,
nigga.
it do be really hot. Like right now, it's probably like 80, which is cool now. Like when I go back, I'm about to be like, oh yes,
80 kind of hot.
that's fine.
And you gotta-
80 in December.
Oh,
You know, throwing some slides. I'm just, bro, last Christmas.
Nigga, yeah.
I know what I did for last Christmas.
what?
Went to the pool. It was 96 degrees.
That's fucking wild.
To the
Word?
pool. Yes, bro. It was in the 90s on Christmas in Texas, bro.
Hey, Texas is on brand, nigga.
Nigga, you need to
It's
make
its
some.
own world. I promise you, like Texas is own. When I leave, and I don't know, I'm not being funny. Like I feel like I'm like, damn, like where I just come from. Like, Texas is own. World.
Nigga, you need to make some bathing suits, nigga, some luxury bathing suits.
I do have a whole
You got some
women's
ideas.
collection, like
Okay.
crazy. Like
You fuck with a lot of Latinas down there?
I do.
I was about to say.
I'm about to say that's like, you know,
Man,
That's heaven.
Everywhere.
Latina heat. Like
yeah,
bro,
it's a lot of it's a lot of
they
Hispanics.
are out, but Texas
It's a lot
got
of
all
Hispanics.
women,
how good is your Spanish?
Asian women,
Oh, it's Asian women?
It's
Yeah.
Asian?
and black women,
Of course.
white
course.
women, foreign,
Shout out to Black Queens.
like everybody. It's a melting.
Do y'all have a different breed of white women down there?
Yeah, they be caked up.
That's what I'm saying.
Word.
Yeah, like the average, right?
Yeah, that's that
Word.
cornbread. That's that
Wow.
barbecue.
The face good money though.
Like I said, I'm just not a white girl.
Okay.
She really gotta look like
You can objectively
Kendall
say
Jenner.
her ass is fat. Like you can see a
That's
fat
the
ass
second.
and all
That's the
fat
second
ass.
time you said Kendall Jenner. Is Kendall Jenner?
No, he said Kylie.
Oh,
And I said she would've-
I gotta think about them bitches.
You for Kendall though?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I would hit all of them. I would hit Chris for a check. Yeah, she gonna put me on.
Man,
You wouldn't
Be
hit.
on a reality show.
You wouldn't hit
That
Chris
should be
Jenner.
crazy.
is
She
how
gonna get you that deal, bro.
you really think so? What
Yes.
if she just use
Bro, everybody
like I'm gonna
went
just
in
use
and-
What she just leeches you?
like nigga you
That's like taking the dinner.
I'm gonna go to Kim like I just fucked your mom.
That's like taking the dinner with Jay-Z.
nigga you gotta write your fucking your signature all over the walls
You
and
know,
shit
I gotta do
so they
something.
know.
Like, I really do it for like more so like the homies who go back to the hood. Like,
Oh,
yo,
it
I fuck-
depends. It depends. Because he can get Kendall to wear one of his shirts and she goes
He go
put it on
big.
Instagram. She shout out the brand. Kanye probably start hating and shit. 'Cause he's not the fashion nigga in the family anymore.
It's chess moves, nigga.
Yeah. You got to play chess, nigga. It's a strategy.
you know what's crazy? They probably would cut me off because I would be using them to
You'll be using them.
to get to Kanye.
I feel like
They'll use you too.
That's what I'm
nigga,
saying is even. Like,
It appears
they'll
that
be
a
using
lot
you
of their
too.
relationships are transactional.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a mutual
but that's what I was
exchange
saying, like,
going
if you
on.
look at when people are dating and everything, it's like I don't know. I ain't gonna say it seems forced, but you be like, oh, they just a couple, and every camera just happened to be out. So,
You got to reenact they love scenes and
but
shit.
shout out to Chris. I would his. Like, let me know.
You know, I respect the mind, but I wouldn't touch a body.
Nigga. yeah, of course. But nigga, like, what's your favorite like designer brand? I don't think we asked you that question.
Had to be luxury. Luxury,
Of course.
luxury, luxury,
right.
luxury.
Take us to the origins of luxury. Was your first endeavor with the t-shirts and, you know, screen printing and shit, was that luxury? Was that already on brand?
So actually, the first name was the Originals with a Z at the end. But
Of course.
Fab had wore some jacket that said Originals, and Tiana Taylor, I think it was like some HBCU brand. So I didn't want to get it like kind of
Misconstrued, yeah.
So I was like, all right, I don't play sports no more, so luxury is my sport. Like, and that's when I made the brand, and yeah, I was like, all right, let's get to it. Like, get the t-shirts going, and
At what point did you create the signature sigil?
the what?
The signature sigil. The motherfucking
He learned a
triangle.
new word for symbol.
I was like, what did he
It's a
just say?
sigil. Sorry, it's apology.
A lot of people be like, yo, is that Illuminati or how you do it or this and that? But this logo actually means a lot to me because when I made it, I was broke. I had nothing. And I made this logo on like Microsoft Word, bro, not even Photoshop. I couldn't tell you how I was dragging the letters or whatever. I really couldn't tell you. But
This nigga was-
I remember like
This nigga
I was
luxury
done,
magical.
And I showed my mom. She was like, oh, I like it. It look evil, but I like it. Like,
Yeah, look evil, yeah.
I don't understand
Is
that.
that
Why
you
is
gotta
a
put the
triangle-
brain hands?
Why is a triangle evil, bro?
Why?
Like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
is certain things like I just got it on my face and people are like, why you do that? I'm like, bro, this is it. Like,
Because you know the stereotype, the conspiracy theory out there. Shout out all the tinfoil hat niggas. You know, that's Illuminati.
The
That's
flat
what the symbol
earthers.
is.
if it's Illuminati, Jay-Z should have been dropped that bag off.
Where, Marcy?
To me,
I don't know. I don't think.
if this is Illuminati, where is the bag? Like,
I
where
don't
they
know.
at? They ain't knocking the door yet.
He ain't throwing up the rock no more.
You see, what I think is actually happening is that it's not just one, like just Illuminati. It's just not just one group. It's a bunch of individual
Individuals.
private sectors.
You think so?
That are
Yeah.
secretly playing a little game between
Really?
each other.
Yeah.
I think it's all just one media control, and I think it's like a pay to get in. I really think you pay to get in. I think you sign a contract, and I think they make you do something that if you
Fuck a
do
little
something,
kid.
not even
Take-
maybe. Sick as a crazy sound. I ain't like we ain't co-signing that. We saying like that's what's going down.
We
Yeah.
don't condone kid fucking on tape.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
But like,
Crazy.
I feel like that's a part of like, I don't know. I feel like they almost put you in the game where they tell you like, listen, if you try some shit, like we gonna say you hit shorty, like you gonna have a domestic violence case, and that's it. You gonna lose your fan base. And I ain't saying domestic violence is light either. I ain't talking that. Like I'm just saying I think they are setting people up in different ways to say like, you pull something, like we gonna pull you too.
Everything's
Like,
about power,
You
nigga.
renege on this deal, Dave Chappelle. We're gonna tell him you smoking crack in Africa.
No?
Yeah.
He come out like, bro, what?
Got to go to Africa to get some crack.
Say, who goes to Africa for rocks?
Yeah.
Get that on the corner.
L.A., Vegas, nigga.
Yeah.
Bro, them LA corners, I don't even want to talk about that. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, what's the best place you've been to besides the DMV? Because you're a traveler.
I would say LA. Yeah, LA is fire, bro.
Word?
I love Cali. Like, I just came back from Cali 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
That's perfect weather for garments because you can wear whatever the fuck you want to.
The
anytime.
weather is beautiful.
The people cool?
People are mad cool.
Yeah.
You just, I don't know, bro. It's always something to do in LA. Like, bro, I was in LA for like 4 or 5 days. And like I went to Complex Con, I went to Noble, I went to a Laker game. We saw the baby, we saw Garment District, Central, like bro, it's
luxury
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
It's a luxury lifestyle, you know, like it's a million things to
I'm
do.
at the game, I'm at the con.
Yeah.
You know?
Just be around, nigga.
That
You're not
Laker
in
game
LA
was
smoking in this Airbnb, nigga. You outside.
Now we was in the Intercontinental with it. Wasn't no Airbnb. I had
wow.
to be.
Nigga said he
Big
damn
pimpin'. Hey, big pimpin'.
He said I'm in the Oval Office,
Said the
nigga.
bitch can't reach me. Nigga, yeah.
Somebody
squares
said they
away.
downstairs. I'd have looked like how I can't see you, bro. You look like an ant.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about like the high end fashion, the fucking price point on a lot of these garments? Like, do you think that niggas just be straight taxing? Or in your opinion, as a designer, as a creator, do you think that you could create something that is $20,000 worth?
Yeah. I could make something worth 50 bands.
What makes something 50 bands?
The materials, the
Are you
labor,
incorporating gold?
one of one gold, like materials and
Yeah.
everything. Most of the stuff that y'all paying for, we all pay for in clothes is just labor. Because materials is pretty cheap. But when she making that dress may take 36 hours. And, you know, like every seam count, every, you know, rhinestone or whatever. So I understand it. Now, some people do tax. Like, I would never sell a
when you
t-shirt for
think about-
$1,000. Like, I could never have a t-shirt for $1,000.
Yeah.
But
I can
do
understand it, though.
For the rhinestones?
Because you're paying.
I understand
them
$400 t-shirts, bro, but no t-shirt should be $1,000.
I can understand it because art is one of those weird things where it's like you're kind of paying for somebody's like inner consciousness, like manifested into
Their
like a
IP.
physical fucking thing. And it's like, how much money is that worth?
But I mean, you gotta
You get
give
what
me
I
some
mean?
more than
Not a
rhinestones.
band,
Them
bro.
shits
I
better
don't
be
know.
angel
But that's another
boogers.
thing.
But-
Why am I paying $1,000 for rhinestones? You should be throwing some like
Them shits better be
something
angel
real, like,
boogers.
yeah.
Serious?
I want to see them
Angel
put them
dust.
in like one by one. Yeah, $1,000 for a t-shirt is crazy. But like it also
I was about to say, nigga, we gonna see $1,000 luxury fucking
you'll
shirt.
see $1,000
course.
piece next year probably.
Of course.
But I like it's. I'm not eating off that, if that makes sense. I'm really doing it for the look.
That's like a piece.
Yeah, the boots, bro. It
Yeah.
costs a lot of money to make those boots. So when people is like $250, I don't know if I got it. It's like that's cool. I respect it for real. I ain't got no issue. But it's like
People don't understand
you
business.
don't know how much this cost, bro. Like
Yeah.
it costs pretty much like almost $1,000 to $2,000
$3,000, nigga.
every time to just ship the boots over here. I didn't
Word.
even talk about making them yet. It costs a band to 2 bands to even get them to America.
Them overseas
Bro.
imports, nigga.
And then right
you gotta
now-
pay that global tax.
Yeah, it's customs. You gotta
Yeah.
do customs. So like right now, like the last few bit of orders are just sitting in customs, bro. And there's
Yep.
nothing you could do. It's holiday, but think about it. You pay $1,500. I gotta pay like $1,500 to get them shipped, and they sitting there. Like,
Niggas don't
Money
understand
is like-
business, man.
Yeah, business is
especially the fashion industry. Like that's probably one of like the hardest shit to start out.
It is.
Like doing.
Yeah.
Like ground level.
that's why I love music. You could drop music anytime.
Nigga, get a
You can
mic,
drop a song right now.
get a phone.
You know? Yeah.
There's some pretty good equipment. We got
How
some
you?
money.
I miss making music.
We go in that little bathroom, that's the
Word?
closet.
Yeah, I miss making music a lot.
Why, it's like
We got you out of the game, nigga.
I was about to say,
Something
nigga.
It's
stopping
like clothes.
you? Word, you
Like,
just
just
you
being
just
really.
occupied.
Yeah, I just feel like right now it's like I really got to try to solidify the brand more and more, and music could probably help that. Like just cross promo, but I'm
Yeah,
very
music is beautiful
detailed,
marketing.
bro. So like I want to do videos and I want to do rollout and real merch, and I just throw my album on a T-shirt. Like I want to really make the whole thing flow. Like projects, I take it serious.
Like you're a real creative director. I see
Yeah.
why you take that shit
So
personally.
like, if I did a
like
project,
you wanna,
bro, yeah, it's not gonna be 3 songs and just I'm gonna do an 18-song project. I want to get this person. I want to get this. I'm treating it like I'm trying to get a Grammy, and that's why I feel like a lot of
Social
local talents lose, bro. Stop looking around and just trying to do what fits. You should be trying to go crazy. Stop even trying to pop off in your city, bro. They don't
Yeah.
care. They not gonna care till you leave.
Yeah,
Don't compete with your city, compete with the world.
exactly.
Compete with yourself.
The universe,
Swear.
same thing.
Universe too, like yeah, but competition is good. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like I always tell people, like I love competition. Like I never get salty. Like if somebody make a piece I ain't never saw, I'm like, yo, you going crazy. Bro, I need to go back.
Like you'll be like, damn, why
Get
the
right.
fuck I ain't do that? I need to
I'd
go
be
to the drawing
motivated.
board.
Like my homie Dukes right now is going crazy with his
Yeah.
brand. Shout out to Young. And I'm just like, dang, bro, like I can't wait to drop. Like he going crazy. I ain't never felt like down, like, oh man, I gotta catch up. I'm like, shoot, we going up. Like,
It's inspiring you. It's a team effort, nigga.
yeah.
Like
it is.
they call it the mob for a reason. It's
Nah,
not
for
just one
real.
Italian nigga. It's a mob of them, nigga.
I'm learning
Takes
that
a
you need a team. Like, I do so much independent.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I need a team.
Is that a problem?
Yes and no. Like it's not a problem because
You get shit done.
it's really all on me, and I'm not gonna say I'm a hard person to work with, but I take it serious. So I don't want to get you involved or you involved and say, yo, y'all ready?
Nigga,
And
you
then-
take accountability.
Yeah,
I was
But
kinda
I'm
mad we
also
was fit-
strong though. Like
Yeah.
I know my personality is strong, where we might be working. I'd be like, yo, like no, bro, don't do that. Like that shit looks terrible, and you might be like, damn,
If niggas don't have that temperament, you see, and you're a
like Steve
traveler.
Jobs.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah.
say you're a traveler. You've been to different places. You've experienced different
yeah,
people.
and I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
exactly how I want to do it. So like when people are like even when I work with graphic design, it's like, well, I did this. I'm like, no, bro, this is what I wanted to do. Like I'm very particular. I don't respectfully. I don't need your spin off. I don't need this. This is what I want. This is how I know it needs to be. Just do that. And sometimes some people just it just doesn't click. So I'd rather just have my own. I ain't gonna say faults or whatever, but I'd rather do it on my own. If I fall on my face, I fell on my face and not.
Thanks, LOI.